Hey guys, what's up? This is Dano, and welcome to another Suited Apes tutorial. Today I'll be showing you guys how you guys can fill up a box with object. Actually, quick and dirty, I'm going to show you guys how to work with the emitter tool. The emitter tool or renderer, simulator, whatever you want to call it. Actually, what we can create from this is actually this beautiful piece. Actually, a candy box getting filled with peppermint candy, I guess you can call it. I don't call it whatever name you want. I'll call it peppermint. Okay, get the candy out of your head, Dano. Um, you can even create like a screenshot from here. So this is of course not a video. It's a nice screen. You see the peppermint candy or what's it called? What is peppermint? No idea. It's filled nicely in the box. You can see the box is a bit opened. Some candy laying around for the effect, for a nice effect, you know. It's like a picture and decorated around, put it in a magazine or something. I don't know. What we're going to do is what inspired the storylines actually for this to be tutorials for our Studio Apes website. I actually used this technique to fill out the crates in our tutorials page. If you go to tutorials, you can see the page and you have the crates from After Effects, Cinema4D. There will be more coming up later, but the more tutorials we make, the different tutorials we make will come on the website. Uh, and you see like the AE is in the crate, and you also have like the C4D in the crate. So yeah, this inspired this whole tutorial. Uh, so when we're gonna start off, we need a box. So that's for sure. If create a box or I don't know, whatever you can think of, you can make it like a circle and put a hole in it, and that will get filled up. You can even use letters and stuff, whatever your mind goes to. But basically, this is about the emitter. I'm gonna fill this box. You can actually find this box free for download in Turbosquid. Suited Apes. It's our nickname on Turbosquid. And the file's candy box is actually free for download. I think you have to become a member, but it's free to become a member, so it's no problem. You can download this file. I'll put the direct link to it in the description, or yeah, the lower part of this video, actually in the post. Uh, Feel free to download it, use it for whatever you guys want, for this tutorial, for something else. It's no problem. Happy if you guys use it, give feedback if you guys want, no problem. Okay, let's get on. Let's close everything here. Need some space, yeah. Let's go on for the particles. Sorry about that. The particles. First thing we need is actually a object, of course. How can I forget an object? You need an object. Actually, what I used was a cylinder. I'm not a modeler, so to create this box took me like really long and everything. So just quick and dirty to show you guys what I did with the object. I actually lowered the height for like, I think it was 10. The radius, I used 15, become a very small object. But of course the edges, the edges are not nice. Put a flake cap on it. Okay, so actually I have it a bit round. I'll call this one, I'm not gonna use peppermint anymore. This time we're gonna make Mentos. I'm gonna make a Mentos this time. That's what I wanna do. Keep it, I don't want it completely round, you know. No, I think I'd rather leave it at 4. No, we just go to 5. Smooth, easy. Bit flatter on top. Oh. Let's see. Why does it want to go higher? 6. Oh, okay. Doesn't want to go higher. I'll leave it at that. It's all nice and everything. I actually like, I don't know, what color Mentos? It has taste and stuff, right? I think I'll just cherry. What we can do is we can create a new texture, a new material, sorry. Create a new material. Give it a nice, I want to make this one purple. You guys have an idea how to make purple? It kind of looks like purple. I really gotta learn my colors. Yeah, like that. Leave some specular, but a lot of it in the candy. It's not really shiny candy, the coating. And then take the material, throw it out there and there. Basically, what we have now is an object. This object you can use to emit. You can also make, for example, letters, like say Mograph. You put Mentos. Too long. It's like quick M. Quick M. And this M we want to emit also. It's big. Really small. Like there we go. Just thought about it. I could have also make a M&M or something. It would be pretty cool. And delicious, of course. But okay. So now we have two objects. We have the M and we have a round shape object that I'm gonna refer to as now from now on as Mentos. To get our emitter, we have to go to simulate particles and we can go to emitter. Boom. That's it. We have an emitter. This is our emitter, this square line you have here. Square line. This outline we have of a square, there you go, is actually our emitter. If you press play right now, of course, oh, nothing will happen. Oh, it's actually emitting something. Oh, it's not. Okay. What we can do, what we have to do actually to get these objects emitting, we have to take, let's say we take one and take the cylinder right now. We can throw it inside the emitter. Now that that's inside the emitter, you can press play and nothing happens. Of course nothing happens because these lines is actually your object getting emitted. But in our emitter, we have to tell it to show the objects. There you have it. Our objects are flying or they're getting emitted. But the problem we have now right now is it's getting emitted on the wrong side. We actually have to rotate our emitter 180 degrees. We can move it nicely down there. There you go. We have our flying Mentos UFOs. I don't know, something going on right now. See, they're flying nicely. What you can also do is we can take the Motex, we can throw it in there, and what will happen? Boom! We have flying M's, and flying UFO Mentos thingies. That's about it. That's all you have to do with the emitter to get objects emitting. Now in the settings from the emitter, let's say this is like you want more. You can actually tell it to like the bitrate editor and the bitrate renderer. Try to keep these the same. It's actually one is like when you render it out, you know, it shows that much. Yeah, something like that. But just try to keep them the same. So if you want, let's say you want more, you can like put 50, and then the render you put 50, and then when you play it out, it's like a whole lot is coming out. If more 500, oh, 500, and we have. Yeah, it's getting so heavy, not even a computer can handle it. Watch out how high you go with the bit rate. editor and the bitrate renderer because it's pretty heavy. But for this tutorial right now, we need, I'd say, about 20. Other settings from the emitter you can find is the important is the start emission and the stop emission. This we now we're right now we're telling the program that at zero frames start emitting, and you stop emitting at 135 frames. This, of course, what it means is it starts and stops. It's not really rocket science or anything. If, let's say if you put 25 frames and we change this to 150, that means it'll start doing something once it reaches higher than 50. I know what's the problem right now. Oh, sorry, it's at 25, not 150, not 50. 25 frames it starts emitting and it'll stop at 150. So right now, it's going really slow, of course. If this happens, that means actually the computer's not really handling all the renders. So it'll start breaking it down to wireframing and everything to make it go faster and easier. But once you stop, you can easily render it again. You get all your particles flying. But okay. Right now, I want everything to start at 0, 125. And now we have lifetime. The lifetime is actually how long your object has to live. So let's say it starts getting emitted at 0. That's what we have right now. We're telling it by 500 frames, they die. They only stay alive for 500 frames. Of course, my project goes to 250 right now. So let's say I'll give it 25 frames. And this means right now, but once it gets emitted at 25 frames, they'll start to die. So if you see right now on the screen, it goes beautiful, then dies, dies, dies. Every 25 frames, or every object that gets emitted 25 frames later, it'll start dying. So right now everything's popping, new ones coming out. Yeah. Right now we don't really want that. Maybe you want that for another time, but my lifetime wanted to stay my whole project, that's 225. Variation, it gives it different lifespans. So right now it's showing out 25 frames, 25 objects at a time. The variation will say it, let's say if you put it at 100%, that all 25 will have a different lifespan. So that's what the variation will do. I'll show you just now for the rotation also. The speed is actually the speed. How fast you want your particles to come out of the emitter. So you can play with that also if you want. The rotation, I like to add rotation always, like 60. And what this will do is my object will start spinning. I don't know, I find when something's falling or flying, they don't really go like static, like straight and everything. Like this is not natural. It's not. You won't see something flying like this. You have rotation in it, it has a little bit of wiggle or something. So I always try to put rotations and everything because it's natural. Of course, I said the variation. If you say, let's say, do this on 10, the rotation will still be there. But you see, there's not a lot of variation. It's kind of rotating the same style. And if you put it in 100, see, they're all spinning their own way. They're going their own way. They're having fun. They're just flying through. Okay. Then we have the N scale, and the scale basically it scales your objects that's coming out of the emitter. So let's say if you put 10, they'll become big. So they start the right size, and then they just become bigger and bigger and bigger. Of course, I don't want this right now, so I put it on 1.